Hi there, me and my t-shirt back again for day 8. This is late today because I didn't get up on time, so I didn't do the press ups before work, so I had to wait until after work. So, what are we talking about today? I suppose what we're talking about today is we're going to move on. I kept talking in the overlap, but I'm not going to talk anymore about children. What I meant is not going to talk as much about how these issues relate to our childhood or how we're raised. There's a scene in Good Will Hunting where Robin Williams, psychiatrist, tells Matt Damon that it's not your fault over and over again. And I was quite young when I saw that, and I didn't quite understand what the purpose of it was. And now that I've been with a psychologist, I understand the intent. So I think it's important for you, if you have feelings of insecurity or feelings of depression or feelings of trauma from whatever kind of childhood you had and the way you were raised, it's important to recognize that it's not your fault. You can't blame yourself for the mistakes of others. You can't blame yourself for being a child and not knowing better. You can't blame yourself for how you were treated as a child. Sometimes you can't blame your parents for the way they raised you, or the people that raised you either, for just not knowing how to be parents or how to raise you properly. It's a difficult thing to do. When you're a child and you're castigated or chastised or mentally or physically abused, it's easy to feel that because you're supposed to look up to the adults and you're supposed to learn from them, it's easy to feel that you must have done something wrong. And that leads to blame. What you have to realize is that if you did experience that, it's not your fault. Nothing you do or did as a child can ever be held accountable for the way you're treated and the way you're raised. That's our jobs as parents, is to be better at that. And I think it's an important thing to remember, that it's not your fault. And say it over and over again. Look yourself in the mirror, look yourself in the eye, and remind yourself that it's not your fault. There's nothing you could have done as a child that would have changed that situation, and you can hum and haw and what if about it all you like. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself for the actions of others when there's nothing you could have done. There's nothing any 4, 5, 7, 9, 15, there's nothing any child can do or should have to do to account for the actions of others. So today, give yourself a break. Don't blame yourself, and realize that it's not your fault. Okay, so that's today's message. And what did I just say that Alexa thinks I want to talk to it? What? Huh? Anyway, let's do these. Oi. It's not your fault. Talk to you again tomorrow.